Food industry experts compiled this list of foods they say we should never eat.
You're going to try it, but you don't like fish.
I'm like DC. I'm afraid of that whole thing.
Elon Musk, never one to shy away from hard truths, has unveiled the shocking reality of 10 everyday products that wreck the planet and put your health in danger too. These are things you use daily, so common they've become invisible in your routine. But once you uncover what's really behind them, you'll question every choice you make.
It's a clear path to a sustainable energy Earth. It's not, it doesn't require destroying natural habitats.
Let's start with plastic water bottles, something we've all used at some point. Convenient, sure. But did you know that over 1 million plastic bottles are sold every minute? These bottles are not as innocent as they seem.
I've talked for years now about the 7 deadly disruptors, and plastics are right up there.
First off, many contain microplastics, tiny fragments of plastic that seep into the water you drink. Research has found these particles in human bloodstreams and organs. Yes, the same bottle that promises hydration could be polluting your body. And then there's the environmental impact. Most bottles are made from PET, a petroleum-based material that takes 450 years to break down. That's almost half a millennium of toxic waste for a few sips of water. And recycling? Only a small fraction of these bottles are actually recycled. The rest clog up landfills and oceans, suffocating marine life and releasing harmful chemicals. It's a lose-lose situation for you and the planet. And yet, they're everywhere.
The kind of hardest to see second life is mixing a natural fiber with a synthetic fiber.
The next thing that Elon Musk shed light on was fast fashion. Everyone loves a good deal, right? A trendy shirt for $10 and a pair of jeans for $20 feels like a win. But the truth behind those prices is chilling. Most fast fashion items are made with azo dyes, chemicals that make clothes vibrant but can release cancer-causing amines. The people who work in these factories, often in poor conditions, are exposed to these toxins daily. And the environment? It's a disaster. Fast fashion contributes to 10% of global carbon emissions, more than all international flights and shipping combined. When you throw out these cheap clothes, less than 1% is recycled. The rest ends up in landfills, where synthetic fibers take hundreds of years to decompose, shedding microplastics into waterways along the way. What's marketed as affordable and trendy is, in reality, a product of exploitation and environmental destruction.
An at least $1.2 billion business dedicated to promoting global consumerism of fossil fuel-derived products sold in plastic packaging.
Every swipe of lipstick or dab of foundation might make you look good, but the truth behind what's in your makeup is downright ugly, and Elon Musk didn't hold back to spill the truth. Take lead, for instance. Found in lipsticks from major brands, lead has been linked to neurological disorders and cognitive damage, especially with prolonged exposure. And let's talk about mercury. This toxic metal, used in skin lightening creams, is notorious for causing kidney damage and neurological issues. Then there are parabens, common preservatives in cosmetics that disrupt hormones and are even tied to certain types of cancers.
Interior's plastic alternative has been around for a few years now. It's used for food packaging and some cups.
But the real shocker? Glitter. This sparkly staple in beauty products is made of non-biodegradable plastic, a significant contributor to the 8 million tons of plastic polluting our oceans annually. Once washed down the drain, it breaks into microplastics, affecting marine life and entering our food chain. Elon Musk's revelations also brought attention to the hidden cruelty in the beauty industry. Despite strides in cruelty-free products, millions of animals, rabbits, guinea pigs, mice, are still subjected to inhumane testing for the sake of new beauty launches. Many brands are complicit, even while hiding behind vague marketing terms. Every time you apply your favorite lipstick or highlighter, it's worth asking, are these products worth the price humanity and the planet are paying? Your smartphone might feel like the ultimate modern convenience, but the backstory Elon Musk uncovered is far from clean. Beneath its glossy screen lies a supply chain riddled with conflict and exploitation.
Humanity is not a blight on the face of the earth. And frankly, even with climate change, life on Earth will still continue.
Smartphones rely on conflict minerals, tantalum, tungsten, tin, and gold, often sourced from the Democratic Republic of Congo, a region plagued by armed conflict. Mining profits fund warlords, perpetuating violence and instability. According to Amnesty International, over 40,000 children work in cobalt mines under dangerous conditions, often for less than $2 a day. And the environmental toll? Catastrophic. Rare earth mining, crucial for your phone's components, leads to deforestation, water contamination, and toxic waste. In China, which dominates rare earth production, entire regions are left uninhabitable due to mining pollution. Elon Musk didn't mince words about the e-waste crisis either. Less than 20% of discarded phones are recycled. The rest contribute to a growing mountain of toxic e-waste, releasing harmful chemicals into the environment. For context, over 50 million metric tons of e-waste are generated globally each year, and it's only increasing.
Warming, or the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, really, if people eat fewer steaks, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant.
The next one on the list is food we consume, and one prime example is coffee pods. Coffee pods might have revolutionized your morning routine, but as Elon Musk put it, they're also turning the planet into a nightmare. Over 30 billion pods are discarded annually. Yes, billion. And the majority are made from non-recyclable plastics and aluminum, sitting in landfills for centuries.
So what we're talking about with climate change is not a threat to all life on Earth, but really maybe a threat to humans or a dislocation of humans if there's low-lying countries that, the water level rises and now they're underwater type of thing.
The environmental impact is staggering. Research from the University of Quebec found that single-use coffee pods contribute significantly to carbon emissions and microplastic pollution. As they degrade, they leach harmful chemicals into the soil and waterways, contaminating ecosystems for generations. And it's not just the planet paying the price. When these pods are heated, they can release BPA, a chemical linked to hormonal disruptions and increased risks of certain cancers. So, while you're savoring that perfect cup of coffee, you might unknowingly be exposing yourself to a harmful dose of toxins. Elon Musk didn't hold back in highlighting alternatives. Brands like Nespresso now offer recyclable pods, and reusable options are gaining traction. But here's the kicker. Less than 10% of coffee pod users actually recycle them. The rest, straight to the landfill.
A new study finds that some black-colored plastic used in everyday household items contains high levels of toxic flame retardants.
Elon Musk shares the shocking truths when exposing the dark side of the kitchen staples. Here's the deal. Those slick, easy-to-clean surfaces are coated with polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE. Sounds fancy, right? You probably know it as Teflon, but don't let the convenience fool you. When overheated, like when you get distracted scrolling through your phone while cooking, Teflon releases perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA. According to scientists, it's a probable human carcinogen. And it doesn't stop there. Studies have linked PFOA exposure to thyroid issues, kidney cancer, and fertility problems. Yup, that omelet you're flipping might be flipping you back with some serious health risks.
There are 8 billion people on Earth, and it would be better if there were none.
That's dark.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like,
dark.
hey, buddy, you can start with yourself,
Elon Musk did not gatekeep when telling the reality of packaging. These are the carcinogens we carry every day. First off, let's talk sodium nitrites. These are used to preserve and color processed meats. Sounds harmless, but when heated, these nitrites can turn into nitrosamines, which are as bad as they sound. The World Health Organization, WHO, has classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, right up there with cigarettes and asbestos. Yes, the bacon on your plate shares a category with things you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But that's not all. Consuming these meats regularly is linked to colon and stomach cancers, along with a hearty dose of heart disease risk. Now let's talk waste. A single diaper takes around 500 years to decompose. Let that sink in. That means every diaper ever used is still hanging around somewhere, clogging up the planet. Most diapers are loaded with chemicals like chlorine, phthalates, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs. These are not things you'd want anywhere near your baby, let alone wrapped around them 24/7. These chemicals are known to cause skin rashes, mess with hormones, and even led to respiratory issues. So while you're thinking, soft and snug, your baby's skin is screaming, "What is this toxic nonsense?" But alternatives, like eco-friendly diapers or reusable cloth options, are there too. They're better for your baby and the planet. So maybe it's time to ditch the disposables and make a switch that doesn't stink.
People can continue to live a normal life.
Yes.
And they shouldn't be guilty about being human or sort of, frankly, having a steak.
Elon Musk pointed out that lemony fresh scent might be masking a cocktail of toxic chemicals. Take a look at the labels on your cleaning products. You'll likely find ammonia, bleach, and formaldehyde, all of which sound more like a chemistry experiment than something you'd willingly spray around your home. These ingredients can increase indoor air pollution by up to 1,000 times. Long-term exposure to these toxins has been linked to asthma and permanent lung damage. The solution? Look for genuinely non-toxic cleaners or DIY your own with simple ingredients like vinegar and baking soda. Your lungs and the planet will thank you. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more information like this.